Welcome to this video of Fratello Watches and Oris and Momotaro. I'm here today with Rolf Studer and with Katsu Manabe. I'm hoping I pronounce your name correctly. And we'll talk today about this collaboration watch. It's the Oris 65 diver in collaboration with the Momotaro jeans. As you can see, it's a denim strap with the two stripes. It's the logo or the sign of Momotaro jeans. So I have here Rolf Studer and Katsu Manabe. Perhaps Katsu, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, so hello. My name is Katsu Manabe, and I'm managing director of a Japan Blue company, and then also development of the overseas market for the Momotaro jeans. And so I was living in Paris, and I traveling all around the world and sells the Momotaro to develop all the countries. Thank you.
Thank you. And Rolf, I think the watch people know you already, but perhaps you can give perhaps a new insight or...
Oh, well, yeah, my name is Rolf Studer. I'm co-CEO of Oris here in beautiful Hülstein. Yeah, I've been with the company since 2006 and still enjoy it as I did on the first day, maybe even more.
Very good. Like children, perhaps. You love them more every day, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, very good. So before I will start talking about this beautiful green dialed Oris Momotaro edition and collaboration, perhaps Rolf, you can tell me something about the success of the 65 diver. We've seen it for a couple of years now, this watch, this model, and it seems to be a huge success. It seems to have the X factor, as they say. Can you explain the success?
Yeah, Divers 65 indeed still is a great success. For us, it's the re-edition of the very first divers watch we made in 1965. It has this vintage warm look and feel to it, but it's made with modern materials, so sapphire crystal instead of a plexi crystal, stainless steel case instead of a brass case. And I think that combination of this emotion of past times together with the technology of today makes the appeal of the watch. Of course, the vintage trend of the last few years has helped too, and it's a great platform to tell all kinds of stories. First and foremost, of course, the story of Oris, but then also the stories of people and companies and themes we work with. So yes, it has been a very good watch for us over the last few years.
Very good. And do you also see that people who have one Oris 65 diver watch, that they collect more of them, more variations, because you have several editions like this Momotaro one? Do you see that people who already have one buy another one?
Well, actually, I see it from myself, because that's what I do with my personal collection. And as they are so different from a Carl Bashir in a bronze case to a collaboration with Revolution with that very special honey tones dial. There's so much variation. Yeah, I see people owning several of them, changing straps, doing things to them, and yeah, that's exactly what they are made for.
Yeah. No, I agree. What we see as on Fratello is that people sometimes complain a bit about editions or limited editions or special editions, but I always ask them to look at the watch itself. Do you like it? Or if you don't like it, it's also fine. But if you have the normal one or the regular standard edition of a certain watch, I think it's very nice to have some variation available as well. If you really love the watch, then I think nothing beats that you can add another variation to it. So. Yeah. The entire discussion is not for me, basically.
Yeah, and I hear that arguments too. But you know, all these variations, they always give you the chance to tell a new story. to talk about the new aspect of a brand, or to talk about a partnership that, or a company that maybe a lot of people don't know yet, at least amongst watch loving circles. And I think, Momotaro is a perfect example for just that.
Yeah, yeah. And Katsu,
Yes.
can you perhaps tell us something about Momotaro jeans and how the collaboration with Oris came to life?
The Momotaro jeans, let's say it's a kind of premium vintage style of the denim brands, and then a whole made in Japan, our town, Okayama, Kojima. And we produce from textile. That means our company base is the textile company. So we're selecting cotton and yarn, and also weaving and sewing and painting ourselves. So whole product is ourselves and our own factory. So it's quite different brands from the others who are buying the textile from the textile company. So we very carefully produce the whole process and then make it a very good quality control ourselves. So the Momotaro is this kind of brands. And also in Japan, yeah, I mean the denim is also now is popular as same as worldwide, but especially like 92 when the Nike sneakers and Red Wing boots also really connection as a big fashion trend. So then vintage denim and made in Japan products also becoming popular. And then that time we are selling the textile, and then after we make 100% Japan product to invest more good, better product. So now it's Japan textile, and then made Japan denim is popular.
So there is like this denim culture in Japan, like there is in the US, for example.
Yeah. So yeah, culture in denim is come from US. Then after we develop ourselves, and then we see how we can invest more in urban techniques and vintage machines. Then people are telling it's a Japanese denim quality right now.
Good. And would you say, and perhaps this is also a bit of a tricky question with Swiss watches, of course, but we see a lot of stuff coming from Japan that is really good, whether it's cars or watches. Would you say that the quality of Japanese denim is above the regular quality that you see from the US, for example? Is it super special, or is it qualitative, very praised or hailed?
Yeah, let's say the quality is probably the customer decide and the customer tells. So for us, we have lots of customer told us our jeans are very good quality level. So I think we believe the quality is better than the US made it before.
Yeah.
But the other case is the machines. When the US denim brands are making more bigger quantity, and then they decide to use innovative machine, which is not the vintage machines, can make it faster and then create a lot of quantity of the denim. But then they lose handmade feelings weaving techniques.
Yeah.
The machines is very slow, but also can make like handmade feelings, which is to control the tensions, to how to weave. So we keep that old vintage shuttle rooms machines to create the vintage looks material, which is hand filling textiles. Okay. That makes a really good fading and then a comfortable fit.
Yeah. So the high quality, Rolf, that's a very, very nice bridge for you to talk about how the collaboration came to life with Momotaro.
Yeah, we wanted, actually it started that we wanted to do something to honor Japanese culture and craftsmanship for quite some time, and we were looking for a contemporary theme. And very soon we saw that to do something with Japanese denim would be great, because Japanese denim is exactly that. It's focused on the quality, on the craftsmanship of things, much more than just on the fashion side. And so we were looking for a company that was a good fit to Oris, and we found Momotaro. They are like Oris, they are fiercely independent. They focus on product, on quality, on craftsmanship, much more than just on communication. And so, yeah, already there, it was an ideal fit. And then when we met, I remember very well in Tokyo for the first time, it was an immediate connection because we stand for the same set of values, even though our culture is so much different. Yeah, we believe in the same things, are driven by the same things, and yeah, the rest is history. And we had another meeting then down at Momotaro factory in Okayama, and basically the first prototype we developed together was the final watch.
Okay. And then another question is, did Oris already have like a good solid foot on the ground in Japan? I know Japan is a very watch-focused country. Is Oris playing a role there?
In fact, Japan was one of the countries that led to who Oris is today, because as much as Japan was instrumental in bringing us quartz movements that led to the crisis that we had in Swiss watchmaking in the 70s, they were also one of the first markets to rediscover the charm and beauty of mechanical watchmaking. And our today chairman Ulrich Herzog, he traveled to Japan in the 80s and found that young and trendy people were looking for mechanical watches again, which helped to make the decision that Oris would focus on mechanical watchmaking only, leading to Japan becoming one of our key markets. And yeah, now leading to that partnership together with Momotaro. So yes, Japan is an important market for us.
Okay. And another question is, were you a denim fan yourself already? Or have you become a bigger fan?
I like denim a lot. I bought a pair of Momotaro jeans before we actually started to partner. I love them. I also love jeans shirts. So when when I'm not at work, I wear a lot of jean shirts. So I do love denim. And what I love about it is that, as with mechanical watches, if they are of good quality, they age with you, right? They become that patina, they become part of you. And for me, that's one of the signs of a well-made product, no matter what. If it's a jeans shirt or a mechanical watch, they become part of your universe, more or less. Yeah. And that's what I like about it.
Okay. And will it be possible in the future to purchase an additional Momotaro strap?
Well, a lot of people ask that question. At the moment, it's really the set that makes the whole thing. It's the concept, it's the packaging, it's a strap, it's a little pouch that holds a warranty card that serves as a wallet. You know, that's how the watch is packaged. Then you take it out. You see the watch here. You see that little pouch that holds the warranty card and prevents the buckle from scratching. The watch can be used as a wallet later on. So we really want people to enjoy that whole concept, and we feel that just selling a Momotaro strap would not pay justice to that. But let's see. I think that's the first step in our partnership now, and let's see what the future brings. In any case, even though we launched this watch in very difficult times during this Corona lockdown, it was very well received. I think it was well received on the Momotaro side, very well received on the Oris side. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the future holds, and I'm sure we will have other things that we develop together.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. And Katsu,
yes.
Can you tell something about the strap, the denim on the strap?
Okay. So for the details of the denim straps, we use 12-ounce selvage deep indigo colors material, which is normally our jeans are using like 14 ounce, more thicker and then heavier jeans. But we make it a little bit light down to make it comfort fits. But we keep as our trademark color very deep indigo color, because after you wear it will fade naturally, then it keeps a beautiful contrast. So we keep that same.
Okay.
And then also the paint on the Momotaro symbol of that. So this is our jeans, and then that your watches. So you can see.
Is that the best model jeans that goes with the watch?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Because all of our fans knows about this kind of stripes, so we can see easily.
And will you be selling the watch as well in your e-commerce or on your website?
Yeah, for now, you know, the Corona situation, we have to think how we can approach or to show the customer because most of the stores still closed, or the workers still, you know, have to stay at home. But we sell at the e-commerce, and then also we are starting maybe June to open the store to put this watch sample to introduce our customer as much as possible, to feel it and then to see, and then yeah, we will see how it works. But we have a lot of great you know, feedback. They interest.
Okay. And will you be offering a fitting pair of jeans next to the watch in your shops?
Of course, we have a lot of jeans in our store. So yeah, but of course we put nice glass cases of the watches, for the watches, and then next to it, of course, there's the jeans. So you can see both.
Good. So for watches, as you know, our viewers and Rolf, you as well, there's a big community. There's also like an Oris community. People that collect Oris watches, vintage ones, new ones. Katsu, would you say there's also a community for jeans, people that collect Momotaro jeans or denim in general?
Yes, in Japan, I mean, denim collector, the biggest denim collector is a vintage denim lovers, like all the Levi's or maybe the World War times of the vintage denim. Then after Japanese denim becoming like 90s, and then the people are collecting the Japanese vintage denim. So Momotaro jeans is 11 years. Then of course the first fan of our jeans still has the first models of the Momotaro. So most of the really fans are collecting our jeans, and then also they introduce how their fade or wearing samples themselves, and we introduce on the internet.
Okay, that sounds much like watch collecting, patina and vintage dials and so on.
Yes.
Rolf, for you, can you tell us something about the beautiful green dial that starts with this minty green color in the center and then becomes darker towards the edges?
Yeah, the dial really, I think, is one of the key elements of this watch. This turquoise that fades towards the other end, and it was one of the dials we brought to the meeting we had at the Momotaro headquarters, and it was just the one that we both liked most and the one that we went with. We then went back and thought, oh, maybe it's a bit over the top, it's a bit too much. We tried bluish color, there's a bit of brown also. So, and yeah, it was just this one, and we said maybe this dial color is not for everyone, but it just fits perfect with the whole concept. And now, yeah, people really love it, and we are very excited about the reaction. So I'm glad we did the right thing there, Katsu. And it's not just about designing a watch; it's really also in that meeting. It was about the law for products. The law for watches, as you just said, is the same as the law for jeans. And yeah, this way we came to what you look at here now, and I'm glad we could combine these two worlds together.
Okay, thank you. So I would like to leave it at that. Thank you for your time and for your explanation about the jeans, the strap, and about the watch, of course. We'll soon publish a hands-on review of this watch on Fratello, and we will take some of your quotes into the article. I think it's very nice for people to read. And so I wish you a very nice day, a very good evening for you, Katsu, in Japan,
Yeah, thank you.
and a very good afternoon for you, Rolf, in Switzerland.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.